Hi everybody, I'm Joanne. Welcome to my craft room. If you're new, welcome. Today I'm going to alter a composition book. I know this has been done a million times before. Hopefully I'll put my own little spin on it. I don't think I got this one at the Dollar Tree because it just seems a little hefty, but you can use any that you have. I'm also going to pick paper out of this Gardenia paper pad. I got this at Joann's last year. I got it on clearance and I think it was even cheaper than that. But anyhow, it's a pretty one. So I pulled three that I liked. Let me just make sure I'm in frame. So I like that watering can for spring. They're pretty for more vintage. Is it upside down? No, it was right side up. And I really like this one too. That's really pretty. Maybe I'll use, I feel very drawn towards this watering can for some reason. I guess because it's spring and it's been raining a lot and the flowers are coming out. So I want to pull some double-sided tape in the thickness that I have is this. It's not super thick, but it'll do. So I'm going to put it right up against the black because I want the paper to butt up against that. Let me just stick the little pieces somewhere. I'm going to cover this. I'm just going to do the covering of the book once so you can see, and then I'll do the rest of that off camera. So I'm going to go all the way around the edge and really paying attention to getting it right up against the edge. Where's my scissors? That's good. Of course, it wants to stick to me. I could wrap that around, doesn't matter. Down this side. All the way at the edge, or as close there to as I can get it. I probably could have done a better job up there, but it's okay. Right along here. And I'm going to cut that little piece off. And this little piece. Although, like I said, I am going to cover the inside, so it's not going to matter so much. All right, so I have that. And because this is so thin, I think I'm going to do 3 down the center. 1. No, 2. And is that the end of this roll? It is. Let me grab another one. I don't have a ton of double-sided tape, so I may have to go to gluing 100%. We'll see. I have thick double-sided tape for my cinch machine. I could use that. All right, that's the one that's empty. All right, so then I'm going to bring this up or peel it off. Make sure it's down real well before I peel it, or it's just going to pop up. Hope everybody's well. Another gloomy day in New Jersey. Seems to be the norm lately. But everybody's healthy as far as I know, and that's what matters. I think the sun might come out later, and actually when this video posts, it might be sunny out. We'll see. A good day to craft anyway. I'm stuck to the cover here. All right, and then I'm going to take some Fabri-Tac. If I didn't have double-sided tape, I would just use Fabri-Tac. And fill in all these spaces here. I wish it was coming out a little more. I wish the flow was a little heavier than it is, but it'll do its job. Yeah, that's dry even before I put it on because it's such a thin coating. I am so sorry I have that morning throat kind of thing going on. Now I want to make sure this is straight because that'll just drive me crazy if it's not. So I am going to go over the top a little bit just to make sure the whole thing's covered, but I'm mainly paying attention to butting it up against this black trim here. The black, what do I want to call it? I guess trim is fine. I'm going to use my bone folder. Make sure I have a really good press on that. All right, I'm going to lift it up. Now I'm going to put, did I use the back of this for something? No, I did not. I thought maybe I used the back of the paper pad for a project. All right, so now I want my X-Acto knife. If I can find it. It's in here. Here it is. And I pulled the topper out of my art glitter glue. All right, so here's my X-Acto knife, and I'm gonna grab a roller. Now, I may have to angle this so that I can get a really good cut. And I'm not sure this position's correct for me to do that, but we'll see. I think I'm okay. It's a little awkward, but I want to make sure I got through. And I did. So that's good. We're going to save that piece. That can be a side pocket or something. Now, let's see. I think it just got really dark here. I hope you can see. Again, this is a little awkward. And I think I cut the book a little. Which is the hazards of darkness and not being able to see the edge. All right, I got it that time. Yeah, I did. I cut it just ever so slightly. And then this should be the easiest of all here, since I'm right-handed. Definitely. All right, that and that, I'm going to need that later. I am going to cut around this little, or I could use my corner rounder. I don't know if it'll go through this. I guess it will. A little thick. Kind of worked, kind of didn't. Use at your discretion, right? Look how pretty. I really, really like it. I do have to trim, it looks like a little bit up there. So let me just come along. can get that. Try not to cut into the book like I am. I think I got it. All right, so that's the front. Let me cover this so I don't dig into myself here. Oh, I love it. What do I want to put on the back? Do I want to put on this? Let's see. Oh, I see these dragonflies look like they would go really nicely. This paper pad has been through, it's seen better days. I kind of like the dragonflies look nice, or they could go on the inside. This is nice, these butterflies. I'm just gonna rip a few pages out here. That would really pick up the butterflies, but it's a different pattern. I really don't like these trees, but the dots would be really work out well. I don't want bugs. Just not feeling the bugs. All right. So I think I'm going to maybe put the butterflies or the dragonflies. I'm going to put the dragonflies on the back. I think that would look nice. And then I'll use the greens for the insides. I think that would look nice. So I'm going to go and tape this up and adhere the front. And then I may even do the insides, and I'll be back. Okay, I finished the cover. I really like it. I am going to either put lace or something, ribbon, I don't know. I'm probably going to do something down the side. I don't know, unless I just decorate the center. Not sure yet. And I did the inside. I did run out of double-sided tape, so I had to use my real thick tape for the cinch. The only thing, it's very unforgiving. You can't pull it up. So I do have a little piece right there, which I could always add something, or it's really not that big of a deal. I did the back corner. When you glue, just make sure you get up against the edge, and then there's the back. All right, this next thing I did was I counted off 18 sheets, and I glued 2 together with glue stick, counted off 18 more, then glued together with glue stick, and I counted 18 more and glued together with glue stick. Now, why I did that is I'm going to add some yeah, I'm probably not using this, but it certainly would go. I'm going to add some cardstock on those pages. So in the middle of the journal, I'm going to have some pretty, a couple of decorative pages. So I do have this wood grain. Everything just fell. So I'm going to look through my stash and glue those in. And then I'll be back and I'm going to think about how I'm going to decorate it, and that will probably be part 2. So we'll see. We'll see how long it all takes. I got to pick up everything. All right. I'll see you in a few. All right. What I would recommend is cut out this paper the size of the page. All right. Because otherwise I have to try to cut around there. And I'll do that today. And I just did that upside down, darn it. If you can see what I did, I did the corner around her on the wrong side, but I think I'm still gonna go with it. So that's my one tip. This corner around her. It's human error, I'm sure. All right. So then I'm just going to stick this under here and glue it on up, making sure I get the edges very glued. inside here. All right. So after this step, I'm going to have to leave the video there because I don't have any more of this thin paper. And I know I got it from Joann's, and I'm going to have to run out there sometime. I don't know that that's going to be today, but yeah, I want to do both sides, and I want to get paper that's complementary to it. It didn't work out all that great. I like using glue for this step because, as you can see, it is forgiving, and you can lift it up at least once and try to get it Did I get it all the way to the edge? Yeah, I pretty much did. I must have cut it a little too long here. All right, I'm gonna get it in there. Push it down. Actually, I think that worked out just fine. If you saw what I did, I just kind of squished it down with my nail and got it in there. So I'm gonna have to go back and cut around this, but every, what is it, 18 pages, I'm gonna have this. All right, and then I need to think about how I'm gonna decorate it. So I'm gonna leave the video as part one today. I'm gonna take this out to my living room where it's more comfortable, I think, for me to cut, or easier for me to maneuver. And I'll go to Joann's and get some more paper sometime. I'm gonna think about how I'm gonna decorate this. You can tell it's definitely gonna be a gator, so I may have to come up with a closure. Maybe an elastic closure would be good. So, and what's doing it is these pages that are inside. Now, some people do rip out a certain amount every so often pages. I'm not gonna do that with this journal. I kind of want it nice and chunky. So I will see you in part two, everybody.